Hey you guys, welcome back to Trucking with 9 to 5 Twine, man. And in this episode, we're going to talk strictly about the second step into getting your CDL. So let's go ahead and get straight into it, man. I'm going to teach y'all how to get I'm going to basically teach you the second step into getting your CDL. And this step is very easy. It's going to require you going to a licensed medical examiner or any healthcare facility that's certified in doing DOT physicals. So I already gave you guys a hint in where this video is going, and basically, like I said, this is going to be the second step into getting your CDL. If you want to know the first step, I highly suggest you watch the video. I got the link in the bio, my video, the first step into getting your CDL. The link is in the description. I want y'all to go check that out. If you don't know the first step, this is the second step, and I highly recommend. Actually, it's no other way around it. You're gonna have to follow this step if you want to get your CDL. So before I get that deep into it, man, I want y'all to watch this whole video, and if you like the video, you enjoy it. Basically, I want y'all to watch the whole video. And if I did a good job at telling y'all the second step into get your CDL, I want y'all to go ahead and like my video. I want y'all to comment on it and tell me how I did. I want you to click subscribe for me and subscribe to my channel for teaching you guys the second step into getting y'all CDL, for all the people who don't have a CDL, and even just for the CDL holders that's liking my content. If you enjoyed it, man, go ahead, click subscribe. And also follow me on all my social media websites, man, on everything you got. I'm on every social media platform except for Clubhouse. So let's get into it, man. The second step into getting your CDL, into the second step into getting your CDL is getting your med card or your DOT card. Some people call it med card, some people call it DOT card. Either way, it's the same thing. Basically, you get a Department of Transportation physical. Basically, the med card / DOT card is basically giving you clearance to be able to drive the CDL trucks. That's basically a basic explanation. And before I even speak any more on that, matter of fact, take back what I said. Disclaimer, I am not a medical examiner. I'm not a medical professional. I'm not a legal consultant. I'm not a legal business professional. So disclaimer, you're going to have to do your research legally on your own. I'm just telling you my experience on how I got my CDL. This is not professional advice that you should be taking. Like I said, this is just an experience that I used. I'm just telling you my experience of how I got my CDL. With that being said, in order for you to get your CDL, you're gonna have to have a DOT card / med card. I'm gonna just refer to it in this video as a DOT card because that's what most truckers are gonna say. You're gonna need your DOT card. So with that being said, you got to get your DOT card. A DOT card is, in a easy way to explain what it is basically a card certifying you to be able to drive the commercial trucks. I got my Class A CDL, so I'm going to definitely say, in order for you to get your CDL Class A, you're going to have that DOT card. And with that being said, in order to get your DOT card, you're going to have to go to a doctor, a medical examiner, or a healthcare facility that's certified to do DOT physicals. So with that being said, that's one of the steps inside the second step of getting your CDL, is going to a doctor a healthcare facility, a medical examiner, or anyone that's certified to do a DOT physical, a Department of Transportation physical. And I'm just gonna go ahead and run down what that physical consists of. And before I run down what that physical consists of and you getting that DOT card, I'm gonna just let you know exactly what the card looks like. So it's a small square card. I'm not gonna show you, well, I'm gonna show you mine, but I'm not gonna show you guys the whole card because it has my personal information on it. And I don't want you guys to know my name, so I'm not gonna show you my whole card. Let me see if I got it here. Okay, I definitely got it. I wish this one here was old so I could have just scratched off everything and just showed y'all. But instead of that, hold on. I'm gonna show y'all a glimpse of how it looks, basically. And it says medical examiner certificate, but I'm gonna show y'all a glimpse. I'm gonna cover up my name as best as I can. I'm gonna show y'all a glimpse. And I'm gonna cover up everything, all my information. I'm gonna show y'all a glimpse. Hope y'all don't see my information. It only has the medical examiner's information and where I took it at, but it doesn't have all my information. So this is what a DOT card looks like. They're usually smaller than this. The place where I got this from is a bigger form. So just to show you guys, if any of my personal information is shown, I'm probably not gonna show you all that. I'm probably just not even I'm gonna edit it out the video. But anyways, this is a bigger card. It's usually smaller than this. Like this one here, this is way bigger. This one here, I don't think y'all can see through that. This is the one that expired. Basically, long story short, this is a big version. They gave me a big cardboard version versus like a real small version of it. But anyways, that's what the DOT card looks like, man. And I'm gonna just tell you what that is. That DOT card that I just showed you, and it says it's a medical examiner's card, but it's a DOT card. Most truck drivers are gonna say that. So basically, you got the short form. That's the short form. The card, that's the short form. That's what they refer to as the short form. As a CDL holder, Class A, I can't speak for Class B because I'm not a Class B or Class C holder. But as far as being a CDL Class A holder, when you drive on a truck, you gotta have a long form. So this is the long form. The short form is basically this first form here condensed. It's basically this form and this form condensed together, put together and condensed and turned into a card. So before I get too deep, I'm gonna go through all these forms. So basically, the long form, the medical examination report form, which basically is just your name, address, your license number. Are you a CDL holder? Have you ever been denied DOT card? Have you had surgery? Are you taking any medications? This is the first form of the DOT card. Real easy, real simple. The second form is your driver health history. All kind of questions that you usually would fill out when you go to a doctor for the first time. Have you ever had Do you have or ever had head injuries, heart problems, high blood pressure, stomach problems, joint problems, neck problems, all kind of health problems? They're gonna ask you, and they got all these bubbles: yes, no, not sure. You fill all those out according to your driver health history. Other health conditions, did you answer any of those questions? Yes or no. Basic form asking you about your health. You sign it. Your medical examiner will write his notes at the bottom of that. So this is the second form. I hope you guys seen the whole form. It's real plain and simple. All you're doing is filling out your health history, basically. That's all you're doing. And yeah, man, it's pretty simple, man. You just and like you guys see, I scribbled out my name and my birthday and the date, because I didn't want you guys to know that. I didn't want you guys to know my name. So yeah, I scribbled that out. I didn't want y'all to know my personal information. But yeah, I have no bad health histories. I'm a perfectly healthy human being. I never had any health problems ever in my life. So that's the second page. And then the second page details the actual DOT test / physical examination. So I'm gonna get into that right now. The DOT physical basically is a test that tests your blood pressure, your urine, which is a urinalysis test. It tests your vision, it tests for your hearing, and then it actually is a physical test, like a physical, where they test your body. They look at your body. They just make sure you in a good, healthy position. Like your basically your health is in a good position for you to be a truck driver. I'm not a medical examiner. I'm not a doctor, so I can't necessarily. I know it's a list of health issues that would prohibit you from getting a DOT card. I'm not gonna go through that. You would just have to you would just have to research that before you try to get into becoming a CDL Class A truck driver. And the last page right here is basically just everything that the medical examiner will put. So to show you guys, the last page here is everything that a medical examiner will put, and they just gonna write their information and either certify you or disqualify you or tell you what you need to do to get your DOT physical. I mean, to get your DOT card. And that's the last page. So basically the third page is basically what the medical examiner will fill out, and basically all the results from your tests, which basically is they get your blood pressure, your urinalysis, your weight, your body mass index, your vision test, your hearing test. All those results they're gonna put on the third page. And as far as the actual physical, they're gonna just look at your skin, they're gonna look at your eyes, your ears, your mouth, your throat. They're gonna check your cardiovascular system, they're gonna check your lungs and your chest. They're gonna make sure you know your neurological reflexes working. They're gonna check your joints, your spine. They're gonna check you for a hernia. They're gonna examine your abdomen. And like I said, they just gonna do a physical to make sure that you're healthy enough to be a trucker. And I'm just gonna tell y'all like this, man. One thing that the medical examiner did for me, he basically made me squat, and I'm believing he was checking to make sure my back was good, maybe making sure I could bend my joints. I squatted, bent over. I did some physical movements. He made me try to touch my toes, and that's pretty much it for the physical part. Don't quote me on that. Maybe your medical examiner or doctor or whoever does the DOT physical with you, they might make you do something different, but they are going to have some kind of physical test to make sure you could bend over and, you know, pretty much move your arms around, make sure your limbs is moving, and that's pretty much it, man. And that process really takes like an hour or less. It doesn't take that long to go through a DOT physical, but for the most part, it's pretty plain and simple, man. You go to a healthcare facility, you tell them you want to take a DOT physical, you wait in the waiting room, they call you in, and then they start doing the testing, man. And everything I just told you, I mentioned from those sheets, that's pretty much the whole DOT physical. So yeah, man, it's basically you filling out your first name, last name, date of birth, and you know, you putting your driver's license number down there, and you know, you go through each phase of the test, man. And as long as everything is good with your, you know, your with your hearing, your vision, your urinalysis, and your blood pressure, and you go through the actual physical and everything looks good with all the areas of the physical examination, you good. You should pass. So yeah, man, that's the DOT physical, man. That's the second step into getting your CDL. Once you get that DOT card, then you will be able to go to any truck driving school or trucking company that's willing to take you through the process of learning how to drive trucks. Without a DOT card, it would be illegal for you to operate and drive a commercial motor vehicle. Disclaimer, I'm just speaking upon the Class A tractor trailer commercial motor vehicles. Maybe you probably could drive a commercial motor sorry about that. I don't technically know. I'm speaking only on Class A commercial motor vehicles. Tractor trailers, semi-tractor trailers. I'm not going to speak on box trucks, because box trucks are technically commercial vehicles too, but I don't know the technical stipulation if you would be able to drive those or not. So that's a disclaimer. I'm not authorized to tell you if you can or you can't. So that's just something you're gonna have to do research on by yourself to figure out if you would be able to drive other commercial vehicles. But for the most part, if you don't have a DOT card, you're not supposed to be driving commercial motor vehicles, at least for the Class A commercial vehicles. So once you get that once you get a DOT card, that pretty much certifies you to drive commercial motor vehicles, and that's the second step into getting your CDL. The next step, the third step, is basically start getting the training, learning how to drive, the actual you being in truck. Like I'm in the back cave right now, you actually being in the truck and learning the actual experience of driving a truck. That's the third step. You going to CDL school or going to a company that basically teaches you how to drive commercial motor vehicles, which is the, you know, the 53-footer trailers, or maybe it might not be a 53-foot trailer, but it might be a semi, or it might be a sleeper truck. Either or, they're gonna teach you how to drive these big trucks. So man, with that being said, man, I hope y'all like my video, man. I want y'all to like this video. I want y'all to comment on this video. I want y'all to subscribe to my YouTube, and I want y'all to follow me on all social media websites, man. I follow back. With that being said, man, I hope y'all enjoyed this video, man. This is Trucking with 9 to 5 Twine, man. I just told y'all the second step into getting y'all CDL, y'all Class A CDL. And also, man, I want y'all to go home. I want y'all to sign out. I want y'all to keep on trucking. And I want y'all to enjoy life, get some rest, and clock up out of here, man. Trucking with 9 to 5 Twine, man. Keep on trucking, man. Keep on going for after that CDL Class A, man. Let's get it.